G'day everyone, welcome to another video in PuzzleCombat, and this time we are going to be taking a look at the current raid tournament that's going on at the moment, which is a 4-star charged attack tournament with no yellow. So we are on day 1, so I'll have a quick run through of my defense team that I have set. So this is my defense team. So I went with double Grohl on the 2 flanks to make use of the no yellow rule. I didn't really have a good purple tank for charged attack anyway. Probably the best option would be Rana, is probably the best option, particularly with the counter attack and the 2 taunters on either side of her. I unfortunately do not have Rana leveled. I never really got around to leveling her, and I've just don't have a copy. So instead I went with Koa, who is a slow red hero who does burn and damage to all enemies and a negative attack. For 3 turns it is a static negative attack, so it's not great or anything like that. And then I went with a double Jack in the 2 wings. So theory was I'll have taunt and charge control from the 2 Grohl, and then I'll have Koa doing out some damage and some burn, and then the 2 Jacks to be sort of just popping off from the wings. That was the theory. In reality, I've had 1 attack and I lost it. So we're off to a good start here at this stage of the tournament already. So anyway, that's the theory. Wait and see how it pans out for the rest of this tournament. So it is charged attack, which means that fast heroes don't gain too much benefit, but slow heroes do gain a lot of benefit. So charged attack basically overwrites every hero's charge speed regardless of what it is, and it sets it to 65. That's the base charge speed. So 65 is the breakpoint on fast speed. It goes from being 8 tiles to 7 tiles at that stage, I'm pretty sure. But it also means that if you're 65, you give a +7 to get to 72 charge speed, and you get a charge breakdown to 7 tiles to charge. Yeah, so 65 is 8 tiles, 72 is 7 tiles to charge. So that is the goal. So there are 2 colors where you can do a +7 charge break. One of them is red, the other one is yellow. Obviously can't use yellow, so we'll be trying to use red heroes as our secondary or our primary color as much as we can, because that gets me that charge break. So one hero that I will use a lot of is Giles, and the other hero is Grohl. The reason for me using these 2 heroes a lot is 1, Grohl does charge cut and taunt, and 2, Giles does charge generation buffs to all allies. So that's sort of going to be my staples, is my 2 purples there. And then the rest of the team, this time we've got a Sania tank, so I'm going to go with blue hero. So I'm going to go with double sideburn action, and let's go with, I guess, Jack. Yeah, so sideburn gives out the minions, as well as does the heal over time. So let's see how this goes. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? We lose on our first hit, and then we learn a lesson. Alright, sometime today would be nice, please, game. There we go. Alright, so we're obviously looking for blues and purples, so we've got a purple match that we can get on a match on a 2x, and a lovely little blue cascade there, so we'll pop off my double sideburn setup. That should give me some minions on everyone and some healing, and then we can just sort of carry on from here. Pop all of the blue tiles, and we'll go Jack again onto the right hand side. Reason for firing Jack twice on the same people is that he gains bonus damage if the enemy has shock ailment already. So you can see there, shock targets get -22% charge generation. So it's not bonus damage, it's just negative charge generation. So Grohl for taunt, and then we'll go up with Giles. We probably don't need the taunt at this point in the battle because there's no attacking heroes. We've just got Rana and Bridget left to go. So keep firing those 2, I guess. Blue tiles, and we should have this one in the bag. It's now just Rana, which is probably the lowest threat of the heroes in this fight, from the left wing. Charge cut, and then give her a little bit more damage. This will take a little bit to work through, just because this team is very passive. It's got 1 attacking hero, in the form of Jack. Everything else is passive, so we might need to think about that a little more for future attacks. Simply outlasting might not be enough, or relying on straight up tile damage to carry the fight. Yeah, we'll definitely need to consider that a little bit more for future fights, because it worked out this time, but future ones maybe not as lucky with some tiles. So next up, we've got a green tank and a green flank, so I guess that means we're bringing red heroes to the fight. So let's go with Calamity, because she's boss, and then bring Koa along for that speed, and then let's go with Nagao, or Nagao. Alright, let's try this. So Koa, as I mentioned, he's a slow hero who does get a fairly sizable improvement in his speed under the charged attack rules. And then we've got Calamity, because Calamity is very, very good in most situations. She's a very solid attacking hero. And then Nagao does sniping damage, so a good complement to the other two damage dealers. I should have changed those guns over, because if I had of, this guy would be charged, this guy would be charged, and this guy would be charged with that charge improvement from the Tigger Happy. Instead, we sort of had to wait a little bit longer. So Nagao does stealth to himself, which we will see here. Stealth just means that he is not able to be targeted by enemy special skills, which we'll see the effect of when Hollow Point fires. So it'll just pop up with stealth. Doesn't do much. It does mean though, the AI, when they do dumb targeting things, that they can't actually hit my hero, hit him. So there is a chance that the AI will target a hero that can't be hit. So had a nice taunt up there, stopped the dispel of all my other buffs, but it was one turn too late to deal with. Oh, that's going to kill Nagao. Yeah. That wasn't great. That's alright. We should be able to finish this one off with the remaining heroes. Calamity and Bonk Bonk. And we'll just carry on slinging tiles. This should finish with the red tiles that I've got going now, especially on a 2x. No, not quite enough. There you go. This way, yeah, that's nice. There we go. That'll finish it. Alright, 2 from 2. What do we have in store for number 3? I wonder. Rana tank. This took less time than I expected. So for Rana, obviously counterattack. So I'm going to rely a little bit on Thalia. The other option is Rex. Rex does DOA 5 Dispel, but I obviously can't bring Rex along. So we're going to use Thalia a bit more. We'll go Calamity, and then we might take Giles out. And we're going to put Ox in for some charge control. And let's go with Jargle. So this time I will change over to use the Tigger Happy. It does +7 speed, which is what I want. And then we can go from there. So let's see what happens. So no yellow does become a little bit more painful in this situation, where you would really like some yellow tiles in order to really pick on the purple heroes that we've got. I didn't get enough red tiles in the first instance, so we are going to have to get them second time around, which is probably going to hurt a bit. Yeah, not as bad as it could have though. Alright, so let's do Thalia onto one of the 2 wing heroes. That will dispel all of those buffs without putting me in danger of actually taking any damage from them. And then we'll hopefully get some blue tiles to kill Rana off. Not quite enough. Alright, let's get that taunt going so that at least Elif is not going to hurt me too much. And then let's get that charge down a bit, because I'd like to reduce the healing that they can potentially do. Less healing equals shorter fights, basically. So there we go. Grohl's taunt worked like a charm. And then target 1, target 2. Alright, so that'll take a little bit more effort to get rid of him. And he's charged now too. That didn't take very long. That's a shame. Alright, well let's... Where do we go? Alright, let's pick off Kayla then. At least make a start on her. So we've got more of a ghosting lane going. Bump, bump. And that one. So this should have... Yeah, alright, cool. So Thalia is gone. We'll get rid of Giles with the next red tiles I get. There we go, that should finish Giles. And now we've just got to pick off Jargle to really sort of secure this win. Because once Jargle's gone, it's just Elif, and Elif is not the best damage output. Generally. She does get a bit of an improvement. Half of her issue is that she's normally a slow speed hero. But as a mercenary event hero, not many people realize this, but they actually take additional damage against strong colored tiles. So, yeah. Alright, next up is Raven. So hollow point tank, and then we've got the 2 flanks there. I'm going to go with obviously green in the setup, but I'm going to go with throttle, but I'm going to go with normal mode. Reason for using normal over the variant is because the normal mode has dodge on it, but more importantly, it's got the cleanse, and the cleanse is quite important for the Koa that they had on their flank. Who else? Should we maybe just go with Holden? DOA 5. Yeah, let's go with Holden. Or should we go with a... double green and double red, so maybe... Now let's stick with it. So we got a stack against the tank, which should open up a ghosting lane. And then we've got charge control and damage output improvement from Holden, and then Strongbow and Ox to do out some direct specific targeted damage. And that's not a great starting board. I don't really have any initial matches. So let's see what we can get. Let's go this way to get the greens on a 3x. Alright, cool. And then we'll go this one. Throttle can, not throttle. Wallace can fire once, and I'm not too concerned. So we'll get that dodge up, and then hopefully we'll recharge before Koa fires. So let's just make sure of that by going double tap. And now we should have Holden and Grohl charged. So we'll pop those 2. Holden does have the purple bleed weapon on him, which means that all enemies hit get that bleed over 3 turns, which is what we see there. Everyone's got the bleed ailment on them. And then we'll just go those tiles. Oh, he charged. Okay, that's unfortunate. This board turned around quite a lot. It's actually quite friendly at this point. Yeah, it's a very friendly board right at this moment in time. We've got some good cascades going. You can see this combo of Strongbow and Ox does crazy amounts of damage. They're both very strong hitters, and when you 1-2 tap the same enemy, it's, yeah, pretty hectic. Right, final fight. We've got Demonica tank, Jargle flank, Tori wing, Woo Woo left flank. That's interesting. And then a little bit tempted to keep the team as it is, but let's change it up. All right, so we'll go Makani and Tori, and we might go Bridget as the third. Where's Tori? Or should we go Jack? No, let's go Tori. And then who else? Should we go with... I think we might just go with Ox, to be honest, for some charge control. Admittedly to only one enemy, which is not the best, but better than nothing. And it's more guaranteed than Tori. Tori has I think it's like a 20% chance to reduce the charge of the enemy. So definitely not guaranteed for Tori to be relied on as a charge control hero. Alright, I think I'm going to take the green match in the middle, which will cascade a blue match and the purple match, and see what happens after that. So you got a red match 5, which is not useful, seeing as I have no red tiles. Red match 4 in the middle, the blue match is probably the best match. And then we may as well just take that and get rid of the red tiles. Demonica fires. Not the best damage, not the worst damage. Alright, that's quite promising now. So we'll cleanse all of that up and then go immediately with the charge control. And the taunt. And then we'll go Makani there. And then let's go Tori on the tank. Alright, let's just get rid of the tank, and then we'll also get rid of Grohl. Ooh, not quite. It's alright, this will kill him. And then we'll go the blue match 4 onto Woo Woo. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Didn't get the charge control off. Got him with the tiles though, which is good. Tori can fire. I've got the taunt active, so that dictates it on my terms. And then that should be enough to get rid of Variant Edge and finish off with an awful lot of armor. 924 armor. Alright, there we have it. 5 from 5 on the opening day, so not too bad in attack. As I said, my defense team's not great at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and see how that equalizes over the rest of the tournament, if it does even equalize at all. So top 5%, not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 8. Nice little jump there. Anyway, that's all I got for today in this tournament hits. I hope I will see you guys soon in the next video, but until then, good luck with your own tournament hits, and I'll see you around. Cheers, bye.